Hey, welcome. Today we're diving into a brand new tool that lets you build some seriously powerful AI assistants. And you can do it without writing a single line of code. We're talking about the ChatGPT Agent Builder. Let's break down how it works and what it means for you.
For the longest time, if you wanted to automate your repetitive tasks, it was a huge pain. It meant hours of coding, knowing all about APIs, or, let's be honest, hiring developers who cost a lot of money. That was the old way. The new way? Well, you can build these powerful AI assistants in just minutes. It's all drag and drop, and this is the best part, zero code required.
So here's our game plan. First, we'll touch on why automation has been so tough. Then we'll look at OpenAI's no-code solution. After that, I'm going to walk you through building your very first agent step by step. We'll check out a few more examples, and then we'll wrap up with the bigger picture and why this all matters.
Okay, so let's start with a big problem. Why have these amazing, time-saving tools been locked away from most of us for so long? Well, it's always come down to the same things. It's been too expensive, too time-consuming, and you needed to be a tech whiz to even get started.
I mean, think about it. All that time spent scheduling meetings, summarizing notes, writing the same emails over and over, they're universal time sinks. We all deal with them. But building something to fix it just felt like more work than it was worth. Well, that's all changing. And that brings us right to the solution. OpenAI just dropped a new visual builder inside ChatGPT, and it's designed to completely tear down all those old walls. So what is this thing really? The AI Agent Builder is a visual workspace. You're basically building a set of instructions, a workflow for your AI by dragging these little blocks onto a canvas and just connecting them with lines. Think of it like a flowchart, but a flowchart that actually goes and does the work for you. Honestly, this right here is the perfect way to picture it. You are not writing code, you're just playing with Lego blocks. Each block has one specific job, and all you have to do is snap them together to create whatever you need. And these Lego blocks are organized into 4 simple categories. You've got your core blocks for starting, stopping, and the AI brain itself. Then there are tools, which let you connect to all the apps you already use, like Google Calendar or Gmail. Logic adds some simple decision-making, and data blocks help your agent handle information. All right, enough theory, let's see this thing in action. We are going to build a really useful agent right now from scratch. Let's make a meeting prep assistant that'll get you ready for your day automatically. Okay, first things first, our agent needs information. So we're going to drag a tool block onto the canvas. We'll set this one up to connect to our Google Calendar. This is what lets the agent actually see all our upcoming meetings. Next, we need to give it some context. We'll grab another tool block, just like the first one, but this time we connect it to Google Drive. Now our agent can go and find any relevant notes or docs for each of those meetings. And here comes the magic. We're going to drag an agent block, this is the AI brain, right onto our canvas. Then we just draw lines from our calendar block and our drive block and connect them to it. Just like that, we're feeding all that info straight into the AI. Now pay close attention to this because this is the most amazing part. Look at the instruction we give the AI. It's just plain English. No code, no weird syntax. We're literally just telling it in simple terms what we want it to do with the information we gave it. And for the grand finale, we add one last agent block. We tell this one to take the AI summary and write up a nice, clean email for us that we can look over before our meetings start. And boom, here's the result. The agent runs through the whole workflow and spits out a perfectly formatted prep email, summarizing everything you need to know completely on its own. And you want to know the craziest part? Building that entire thing took just 9 minutes. Think about that. A one-time setup of 9 minutes to save yourself maybe an hour of tedious prep work every single week. The ROI is just insane. So that was just one example, right? But the possibilities here are pretty much endless. Let's just quickly run through a couple more ideas so you can see how flexible this tool really is. Imagine building an email assistant. It could scan your inbox, automatically sort emails by what's urgent and what's not, draft replies to all the common questions you get, and then flag the really important stuff for you to handle personally. Or how about a research assistant? You could have an agent that just constantly scours the web for news on a competitor or a market trend, summarizes everything it finds, and gives you a report with all the sources. That's a task that would take a human hours, done in minutes. So these examples are definitely cool, but let's zoom out for a second and talk about what this really means for you in your day-to-day life. This is about way more than just convenience. Just think about this number.
If you use these agents to automate only 1 hour of work each day, you get 365 hours back every year. That's not just a little extra free time. That's over 9 full 40-hour work weeks.
And of course, that time has real value. Even if you value your time at a pretty conservative $50 an hour, that's over $18,000 in value you've created each year. It's not just saving time. It's about putting your most important resource back into the things that really move the needle.
So it really makes you stop and ask a pretty important question, right? What would you do with all that extra time and money? Would you focus more on big picture strategy, on being more creative, or would you just spend more time with your family? The choice is actually yours now.
So I'm going to leave you with this one last thought. It's a bit provocative, but I think it's true. The wall that kept powerful automation away from most people has been completely torn down. This kind of tech is quickly becoming the new standard for being efficient. So the question isn't if people are going to use these tools, it's who is going to use them to get ahead.